live. Today it's going to be all about the paintbrush. See what I can get going on the sign and different things around. We're going to be working on the wet board or wet palette. Uh, this is green grass, bluegrass, something like that. But like I said, we're going to work on signs, every different thing. You can see I did the trees in there. So let me go ahead and get this laptop rolling, and we'll get rolling here. All right, it's all set up. Uh, After yesterday's feed, I went ahead and did a couple things. I went ahead and put the trees in, the two trees in. I got to do the branches and all that outwards. And I did this sign. I finished this one up, put that one in a little bit. And so we got everything now. Move on to the other signs. This one will test you out with your paintbrush skills. These are really fine areas and everything. So we're gonna have some fun. And I'll be using Windsor Newton brush. This is the 000. So we're gonna be rolling with that one. And like I said, I got my wet palette all set up for the different things I need to do. And we'll roll with it. I'm gonna go into the red first. In between the tree branches here, this needs to be red. Okay, that's what the red. That's looking good from a distance. Alright, now we're gonna get into the white some more.
bigger pump to take the fuel that's leaving the fuel pump and add more pressure to it. But a better way is to just replace the entire intake module. This is an aftermarket intake module that has an upgraded 255 liters per hour fuel pump inside. It has just twice the capacity or output of the factory pump, which means we'll have all the fuel we need to run the engine. Plus, we're going to adapt the fuel lines from a small factory line over to a large dash 8, so that is 8 AN, so that is half inch leading up to the engine, and then a dash 6, which is 3/8 return lines coming back to the pump. So we get all the upgrades, but we still get to keep just like the engine needs more fuel, your turbos need some oil. You have to remember, as the exhaust is spinning this impeller inside this turbocharger, there's a set of bearings right in the middle. And this impeller can spin between 80,000 and 350,000 rotations per minute, depending on the speed of the engine. So you need to get a lot of oil into that turbo. And if you have two turbos, you need to add two turbo oil feeds and drains. So you're going to need a kit that's something like this. Basically, you're going to end up with a fitting that's going to feed the turbo with the oil and some type of high-pressure braided line. Normally, we tap into an oil port on the engine. Probably going to go into the oil pressure gauge port, which is way at the back of the engine, because there's pressurized oil there. And then you got to drain the oil down. So you end up with a drain fitting that goes in the bottom of the turbo. Hose and some fittings that goes down. You'll have to add some type of drain, usually into the oil pan. And for this kit, we actually have, because so bad, a little weld-on fitting. So what I'm going to do is I actually have another oil pan that I'm going to add the drain fittings to that I'll swap into this truck later on, because that oil pan is greasy, oily, and dirty. I don't feel like welding on it. And then we just have to add the fittings to the top of our turbo. Roll feed and roll return. For the turn skis. Welcome to the little shop of spring magic. Magical. 13 pastry prodigies will create stunning sweets. This is exactly what we want. It's perfect. Now that's Spring Bad season premiere. Spring Baking Championship, March 10th at 9 on Food Network. That's the most wrong. Discover the power of Wegovy. With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds. And I'm keeping the weight off. I'm reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only treatment that has been proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with heart disease or obesity. Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family have HCC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to. Stop taking it. Get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, which is your heart racing, stress, or feeling anxious. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects include dehydration and may cause Where'd we go? I'm losing weight. I'm keeping it off. I'm lowering my safety risk. Ask When you have a turbocharger on your motor, you need to be able to control the pressure that is built up inside of the engine somehow. Now, we're going to be using what's called a mechanical wastegate to do that. Now, the way that this works is it forms into the exhaust system before the exhaust enters the actual turbo. And what will happen inside of this is there's a spring inside of here, and at a certain pressure, that spring will open, and it will allow the exhaust to basically divert past the turbo. So in essence, if we mounted it down here, what would happen is instead of the exhaust going up into the turbo to spin it up, it would basically divert down and come out this other hole right here. But you add what's called a boost reference. So we're going to run a small vacuum line from this spinning right here. We're going to tap into the turbo housing up here. That will help the valve open and prevent any possible overpressure. We need to weld a V-band clamp onto a piece of tubing and then have that piece of tubing weld into that head and drill a hole. Now, the drill is tapping out. But don't want any junk getting in there. When you're tapping something that you don't want the chips to end up in where it's going, you're supposed to tap the wheel bearing chips. The little chips tend to stick to the wheel bearing.
See how small that is. Not even the up top. Alright. In here you can barely read what's in this area, so we'll just put a bunch of dots.
At this point, the hot side of our turbo system is pretty much taken care of. Now, you do have a couple options when it comes to the outlet of the wastegate, because it can get pretty loud because obviously it is now before the turbo, which sometimes acts as a little bit of a muffler, and before a muffler.
Then it's a
Some people
space.
plumb that outlet of the wastegate right into the exhaust before the muffler. But if you do that, I had a friend tell me that the best thing to do is use one of those flexible bellows when you do it, because of the different temperatures that are happening here, because the wastegate is cast and the header is stainless and the exhaust is stainless. The different temperatures at play, the expansion, contraction. If you just use a harsh one, it tends to just basically crack over time with the cycling of the
See what I'm doing is this sign here now.
elbow on the back of the
I
muffler.
don't know. Can you see it on the board?
That's going to run another pipe
It's right
all the way
there.
down here, right on top of it.
That's what I'm doing there.
Both sides compressed, but this side match that side. But now we got to talk about the cold side. The cold side of the turbo is essentially right here. So as we said before, the turbocharger is compressing that oxygen before it goes into the motor. Whenever you compress something, you add heat. So after the air leaves the turbo, you want to run it through what's called a heat exchanger or intercooler. Now there's a couple different kinds. There's an air to air and there's a water to air. We're going to use an air to air, so it basically looks like a radiator. But what will essentially happen is the air will come out of the turbo through some boost tubes and into an intercooler. It's going to sit somewhere in here. It's in a box. So we go. Oh, yeah. So we kind of dealt with all the air side of the turbo. We dealt with the hot side, dealt with the cold side, and now we're getting close to dealing with basically the brains of the operation of how to make the turbocharger engine actually work. Now, we've already dealt with the fuel pump to get more fuel for our engine, but anytime you take a whole bunch of compressed air and stab it inside a motor, you got to add more fuel, and actually one of the most important parts of that is the injectors. Now, we're going to be using HP tuners to control this engine, and actually we have something pretty cool coming from them. I'm going to show you that in a second here. But they suggested these injectors right here. These are 100 pounds per hour, 1050cc high flow injector, because what you don't want to have happen inside your engine after you spend a whole bunch of money on turbos and all the extra stuff is at wide open throttle to be pushing a whole lot of air inside your motor and then have the injectors not be able to flow enough fuel, therefore leaning out the engine, and that's usually when the internals of the engine become external. The demonstrating some these injectors, and then at the same time we're just going to be installing this new intake. We could have just used the truck intake that was on this order, but I kind of like the look of this intake, and it looks a lot cooler. And you know, we've already done all of that, so why not do something else? Oh, and we do have a bigger throttle body that is now a drive-by cable, but we'll talk about that more later on. Right now I'm going to put these little injectors in these little holes. This today for off-road welding tip of the trade is brought to you by ESAW. For today's welding tip, we're going to be talking about portable welding. Now, I've talked to you before about the benefits of having a stick welder and being able to run out like 100 foot of lead to your arc stinger to weld on something like your trailer. But you don't have to always do that. You can get this right here. This is the ESAW bolt. This is the world's first welder that is designed to run off of rechargeable power tool batteries. This entire welder runs off of 4 of these flexible batteries. So essentially what you can do is you can have 8 of these batteries, have 4 of them charging, pull out 4, put them in the welder, weld with the welder, and when the batteries go dead, 28 rods later, you can simply swap in 4 fresh batteries to keep welding. When you're not using it as a portable welder, it is a powerful arc machine. So you can plug into the wall and use 220 volt power. What I'm going to be doing today is
All right, down there it's got
here's the deal.
one, two,
I took it out, I ripped off my spare tire mount.
one,
So instead of
two,
hooking it up to the truck,
three,
pulling it all the way into the shop,
4.
I just grab my ESAW bolt, I'm going to come back here, I'm going to fix that spare tire mount right here in the field. Literally the field. The highway's right there, I can hear it. There we go. And it's that easy to fix. You can imagine if I was out on the trail with this trailer and I had lost a spare tire mount, maybe in the parking lot or on the way there, I could fix it pretty much anywhere and keep this mount in place. Having a battery-powered welder in your fleet of tools is definitely a good option.
Want the effective Viagra but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, with sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvable work faster than most skin pills. See if sparks are right for you at rose.co/sparks.
Hey, I'm Danny, one of the founders of Ridge. My dad and I realized that most walls were falling apart, stuck to the mat, and barely fitting that pocket. So we set out to create something better. Ridge is built to last a lifetime, and it's the perfect balance of modern style and durability. Find yours at ridge.com.
Get more of what you crave. We want those new more menus, starting at just $5 each. Instead of $7.99 more. But wait, there's more. More sauce, more desserts, more pizza, more variety, more flavors, more marcos.
Introducing Magically Plus. All-in-one protection that goes beyond your devices. It protects you, your identity, and privacy. With Magically Plus, you can enjoy life online confidently. Because safety has a feeling all its own.
But
Hello, welcome to T-Town. Like Manimal 40 everywhere. These guys experience a drop in testosterone. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. Some guys took my advice about how to boost their testosterone, but some didn't. This guy got the message loud and clear. That's right, Nugenic Total T. Nugenic Total T is a unique man-boosting formula powered by chestnut, a key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels, to help you feel stronger, leaner, with more muscle and drive. Nugenic is #1 doctor recommended, #1 at GNC, and #1
so that was fun.
and it'll make you feel like a new man. And by the way, she'll like it too. Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenics now. Text cooler planned out for the cold side, and we have an injector in our intake. Now, we are going to convert this engine over from the factory. This particular 5.3 was a electronic throttle body, and we're converting over to a dry pipe cable. So there's going to be an actual throttle cable that goes back into the passenger compartment. We do need to add a couple sensors here. So we have an idle air control valve and a throttle position sensor. These are just some factory sensors. Now, because we are boosting this engine, the map sensor, we need to change over to the rebar map. This is the actual factory map sensor from the supercharged application of the LS engine. And we need to have this to measure the manifold absolute pressure, because now, obviously, it's going to be under pressure, not under vacuum. So this has to go to vacuum intake, and this is plugged into the computer. It's going to control this engine. And that is okay. Perfect. Now, I teased you before about how I said we were going to control this engine using HP tuners, and normally that would mean that I'm sitting here with my laptop and maybe a shutdown factory harness and I'm reprogramming a stop ECU, but not this time. This is brand new from HP tuners. This is a Gen 3 LS standalone wiring harness, and they have a Gen 3 version and a Gen 4 version available right now. Now, the cool thing about this wiring harness is it has a lot of the similar features that you see on other standalone harnesses. So we have a field block that's going to go underneath the hood. We have all the connectors to the ECU, firewall grommets, and then basically all the connectors that we would need to make our engine run. Injectors, coils, water temperature sensor, stuff like that. But what makes this harness truly unique, in my opinion, is this. So if we look back here, this is the section of the harness that comes underneath the dash. Now we have the basically normal wires that we're going to find, and this is just basically for anything you're going to have underneath your dash, check engine light, speed ignition, and a couple of gauges. But this bundle of wires right here is, in my opinion, what makes this harness super special. So the first one is this little Ethernet port right here. So we're going to hook this up out underneath the dash, and this is where we're going to connect our laptops to talk to the ECU using the HP Tuner software. So we're not going in through an OBD2 port. We're actually using the HP Tuner software how anyone who's used it before has always used it in the past. Then there's this little connector right here. Now this is an HP T-Net connector. Now this is a proprietary HP Tuners connector that's going to basically hook up the things in the
Good
front
morning, Tim.
communication.
Or lunchtime, afternoon.
Standard when you're buying aftermarket
Yeah,
standalone harness. You're going to see
I'm
connectors
doing the
like this.
sign.
That's basically company's aftermarket pieces. But
A lot of
this is where
paintbrush
it gets
work.
really cool. HP Tuners knows
Get these
if you're using
details
HP
in
Tuners,
here.
you're probably going to want to use some little extra things here and there. So these are two additional CAN bus communication ports that you can use for any CAN bus communication aftermarket device. It doesn't necessarily have to be an HP Tuners device. So if you want to add additional things in the future, you have the ability to do that with this harness without having to cut and hack and add into it. So that is, in my opinion, what makes
Now
this
this
harness
is
super cool.
there's a guy here and it says
And that's
the
because
model.
new
It's a
HP Tuners
model.
will
But I'm trying to
support
get the guy in a little
Bluetooth
bit
radio
here. I don't know if you
amplification.
guys can
So
see it
you can have
on your tablets and that yet to zoom in. Because I don't think I could zoom in as well.
so when you think about
It's
music,
right
when you
there
think about
above the
radio, it
window.
feels like an OEM
But
AC
I did the
system.
tree. I
When you
did
think about
painted the
like a
tree in yesterday after I
radio
finished up,
radio set, it kind of feels
and did
like
some of the
AC
bark on the
system.
tree.
So
And I did
if you're
finish
using
this one up
surround sound with your
right there.
that's
Now I
awesome.
just got done doing that
So
one,
let's go ahead and drop
and
this
now I'm
on off.
working on that one. Oh, I did do Riverside.
Hood of the ECU.
Let's
Now,
see.
what really counts is what's inside this ECU. So, this has been designed with the same sort of thought process
Yeah, I
that
had to
goes
do some
into
running this
the
morning, so
factory
I
ECU.
did that.
It has all the robust features and the fail-safe that you're going to find in a factory ECU, but you have the ability with their harness to have all the additional things that you want in an aftermarket harness. So, turbo timers, additional sensors, all that. Pretty much the sky's the limit. If you want to add it to your engine, this ECU is going to be able to talk to it.
Well,
Now,
thank you,
this
Tim.
both comes in a
This paint,
package
this
deal.
painting here is really challenging your paintbrush skills,
I can triple tap in here.
and that's the one thing I do love about it. It challenges your paintbrush skill and your airbrush skills.
On the HP Tuner
And that's what we need sometime. Something to challenge both of our senses, and it challenges your cutting skill for doing the stencil or whatever. But with everybody else, I guess it would be their skill. It would challenge their skill of how to download it to the plotter or something like that to cut it all out too. Because you have to do the erasing and everything like that too. But it's got all kinds of different challenges of for you to do your artwork, and that's the whole thing for me about doing this is to challenge my inner part of different things.
doesn't mean you have to give up the I/O feature of that connector because any ports that they didn't need to control the precision
You gotta challenge yourself sometimes.
few additional items you might want to know.
What I'm using on the wet palette is nothing but it's not
One other one I'll throw in here.
illustration. It's all wicked colors that I have on my palette for every one of the signs and that. Um, I basically got the burnt umber, a brown, yellow, black, red, white, green, and blue. I think it's I can't remember the name of the colors in that, but it's challenging. It's really helps you out with your hand level.
And then the last one is super cool. I found it buried in the back. This is a barometric pressure sensor. So if we plug into this, then the
I
speed
do have some kind of a guide up there because of
elevation
when I
vehicle like this elevation
painted all those in. I did cut out
fire into a
the
fuse,
lettering,
the computer's going to be able to basically
just
tell us
a slice in the lettering when I did the
big deal
cutouts for doing the signs
all of application here with just some
to give me an indication where everything goes.
then when you
And now I look down here at the reference of what I have. I like it, but it's a toss up of either way to do it. Either have your can't talk much when you got your brush work on. My brush ain't doing acting good, so get some more water.
ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how happy can help you too. Nice car. Still for sale? Actually, how about I pay you half now? Okay. Well, so, we'll just pay the Did you just sell your car to Carvana? Yes. Yes, I did. Well, that puts this location into context. Tried to tell you.
Sell your car to Carvana today. The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
smoking tobacco. And you can barely read what's underneath and what's over top, so I'll put the indication of something was said there. Same thing on the top. I could barely read what's up there. So we'll do that.
The software is going to look really familiar, but for the core ECU, we're going to start by uploading one of the pre-made tunes. In this case, a 24XLS with no transmission control. Then you open up the setup wizard, answer a few questions that are specific to your engine. A unique feature of the HP Tuner's core ECU is the ability to tune on the fly, meaning we can data log while driving the vehicle and make real-time changes to the ECU parameters. This eliminates the need to catalog, shut down the vehicle, write a new tune, upload it to the ECU, and then road test it again. Just one extra feature of this ECU. So at this point in time, everything is essentially just put on this mock-up engine. That's all that it is. Now, we're going to rip this engine out, go through the entire engine, make sure it's good and fresh, and we'll stab it back in.
Hey, now I want to add a little bit of color to them. I'm going to go with the light color here. Let me add a little bit of yellow.
We're working on the revamp of the Crusher Camaro, just dying to take it to the track. And we lapped it down the quarter mile. And let me tell you, way better than expected.
Thank you, Tim. Did you decide what your next project's going to be? All right, let's do his. This is his head.
Think back to what this car looked like when we started the makeover in episode 14 of Roadkill Garage. Hot Rod Garage had just finished building the thing up into a pro touring car. It was slammed on the ground. It had some 18-inch wheels and a supercharged 427 cubic inch 7-liter LS under the hood. Well, we undid all of that. In episode 14, we ripped the car apart.
A little bit of the cheek. He's turned sideways, so I ain't gonna worry about that.
We actually have to make it dry, or we're gonna look like chump. I know. This is the list. I've learned not to promise the list to the audience because I guarantee half of this isn't happening. But the first thing that we gotta do is rear leaf springs, because those are the kingpin, which lets us establish the drive shaft length and find out if the wheels and tires work. So that we don't have those things as too low.
Now we'll add. I want to add a little. Go with the black a little bit.
Not before it happens. That was no good. Man, I hope I didn't wreck anything under there.
Be on metal again.
So that was ugly.
You'll be on metal this time instead of the You were on aluminum the last time, wasn't you?
Spring where it sits on the pad on the rear end, and it's just like in the wrong place. It moved the whole wheel and tire forward, so when you put the giant drag plate on it, it runs right there. So instead, I'm going with the superior, more lightweight, more fashion-friendly Calvert Racing monolith, which are probably going to make this thing fit full on.
I thought so. All right. This has got to be. All right. Now I'm going to do add the black to it. Just ever so slightly. Make sure I got the touch to it.
So the problem we have is the shackles have half-inch bolts that go through the bushings, and the inside diameter of our foot
some bolts out and enlarge it to a 9/16. Well, I think we're finally solved this whole
See, this is his beard in a way. Got a little big on his nose.
It turned out we had a big debacle with the rear shackle because the bolt size was wrong versus the switching size from the Caltech springs. The other springs, yada yada. But we got it all figured out. One side's done. Now it's going to happen much faster on the other side. And then we get
A little bit right here. This is by his hand.
Absolutely flawless straightness.
We have a little bit
The moment has come. I've got the leaf springs on here and I'm going to test
right
it.
there.
Wheels and tires. This is a traditional Krager SF, just like Bill Grumpy Jenkins, 15 by 10. And the
Tap right there.
9 by 12. Those are big.
Oh, around the collar.
Yeah.
Around the collar of his hand.
So this could be a home run. The real moment of truth will be when we set this thing down. If the height is good, this is going to be a home run. Although I thought it was
There.
ever done for us.
Now,
They stick out just right for the look. Very smooth and like wetting my pants over here. Are you ready?
oh, so that, yeah. When you get back.
I'm gonna make you do it. Oh no, you're gonna drop it off the desk first.
All right. Now we're going to add a little bit of blue. I wipe this off.
Perfectly flawless. That's pretty much a dam. Pretty good. Ooh. This is cool.
Now we're just going to do a little bit of blue.
It might not hit because I think the dust is getting closer and those tires are way overinflated. I was using my Ferguson air pressure gauge when I aired them up. Half-inch diameter is way better. In the pursuit of perfection, we don't really have it.
This is blue part of his jacket in a way.
When we tested the wheels and tires, what we found out was that they were too far forward in the car. So we took the rear end loose, and I'm going in here to the spring pad, and the spring has a pin on it like this, and the spring pad has a hole that it indexes on. And so what we're doing is drilling another hole farther forward so that the rear end moves back, and then that'll move the wheel back in the real world. I got the holes all drilled in those spring pads so that I've moved the rear end rearward. But the collateral effect of that was that Steve had to drill this pad on the traction bar further forward so that it would slide and not create a problem with where the U-bolts attach. Since the U-bolts go around the axle tube, there's going to be these holes right here. But I think we finally have it all done. Will the tire fit better after all of that?
I like to get that nose in a little bit.
Except for roadkill. Okay, let's try the fitment. I'm worried that it's wrong. We roll the tire over. I think we moved it back too much.
That ain't going to work that way. So, what we do,
Yeah, now it's
grab it, put it over here.
way off to the side.
Nope.
That's it in the back. Within a quarter inch in the back, and it's got an inch and a quarter in the front. It's like it wants to move right back to the center pin where it started. We've done this like 10 times. Well, I think we're closing in on it. But it hasn't been fun. Educational, yes. Not fun. Not perfectly centered, but perfectly functional, I would say.
I need to get that color there.
Go to publicrec.com for paintbrush. It's like a gift from us. Public Rec, undercover comfort.
Introducing McAfee Plus, all-in-one protection that goes beyond your devices. It protects you, your identity, and privacy. With McAfee Plus, you can enjoy life online confidently, because safety has a feeling all its own.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But the secret at safelite.com is fix within 2 minutes. Save it.
There.
Go to safelite.com and schedule now.
Want to get protected by Adderall faster? Meet Pro Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvable work faster than old-school pills. See if sparks are right for you at pro.co/sparks.
Starting at just $5 a month, you spend $7.99 or more. But wait, there's more. More sides, more desserts, more pizza. More flavors, more lattes. At Harbor Freight, we design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middlemen. Just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Instead, I have to take tests when they tell me.
Looks like my degree was perfection, but I didn't have to listen to them. Goodbye, W. Miller. Points on your head, courses on your head, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
So we went full retro on this turbo hydromatic 350 transmission. That's a 3-speed transmission. 3%.
I'll be right back.
Solenoid activates the planetary. There's a cone clutch. When that engages, planetary turns on, giving you a 0.78 to 1 overdrive. We're going to have a big problem. All right, nothing to do here, but finish tightening it up. We've done this a million times on this car. Change the rear end ratio. It's got a 4.9-inch with a dropout center section, and so we pulled this one out. I don't even remember what years those are, and I don't want to count the teeth, and they're not stamped, but they're like a 350 or a 373 ratio. What I'm installing is a 457. No compromise drag racing here. I've also got a spool in it, which is hardcore race stuff, and first time I have ever had an aluminum 9-inch case, which makes me super, super happy. And Dolphins won't pull his groin when he's bench pressing this into the housing, which is what we're going to do right now. Ready? Yep. How you feeling in that? I feel like I'm in an iron lung. Bench pressing. I want to know precisely how much lighter this is. What? Much lighter. Oh, the axle's in the way? Yeah. Look at that. And it's actually is relatively lighter. Really? Yeah. Look how lean that brand new aluminum looks. Pressure of those
Okay, I'm back. I'm back also. Uh, yeah, you can see what I got there. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna take you, zoom you in a little bit. See, this is what I'm working on. Trying to get the guy in and everything like that. So you see him there. So and this is what I got going there. So it's the same thing. So that's that. And that's where I'm at. That's theirs. So you see the signs. How these signs got different things. Like what I got Same thing on that one. This one down here, a little one there. You can see my finger. Did that one. And this one here. You got all that. So that's kind of like how I'm doing it. So you all know where I am. Like over here in this tree and that, you have the tree, and then you got the Coca-Cola there. So what I got so far, what I cut out on the stencil, that's what I got. So I just trace it a little bit. You can see where I trace some of it, what I cut out on stencil wise, and then I'm just like filling it in. So I'm trying to get the basically same thing as what's on this down here. So that's how how much involved it is on doing this. Like I said, it'll test your skills for paintbrush. It'll test your skills for airbrush, and it'll test your skills for cutting it out. So you'll have something to do in that, and it makes life a little bit more easier. Ah, you could do it. I know you could do it. No problem, Tim. You got mad paintbrush skills. I just take my time. You got uh it'll go all over the place unless you have a really good exhaust fan. Uh, that's for sure. I try to do it in a real open area, like take it outside if you can. Take it outside and spray it. Be a lot better in the long run, or have that exhaust fan right down on your area. I'm trying to think of somebody had I seen somebody set up where they had this setup, and then they had like the top of the stove where it has the exhaust pulling it out. So you could practically do something like that, put over your work area where you could hit the exhaust fan on as you're painting it. There's a lot of different ways to do things like that of exhaust fan. I mean, take a vacuum, one of them Craftsman vacuum things apart, and have the hose sitting right there and suck the paint right into the Craftsman vacuum. That's a way I'm thinking about doing also. I mean, there's things like that you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, or like I said, get a Craftsman vacuum and put that hose right there over top of what you're going to put the Autobahn on, and it'll suck that paint right into there. That's a filtering system going right there like that. That sounds like a real simple, easy way to go about it, and that's kind of things I have thinking going on. I'm not 100% sure of what to do in that. But I seen stove, or like I say, you go to the hardware store and get the same kind of thing that you would have in the bathroom. The same thing, it would suck the air out of the bathroom. You could probably get that way too. Hook up the PVC pipe to that to lead outside. Yeah, you still have to. I'd still wear a mask no matter what. And sometimes you go, you want a mask, it doesn't cost you anything. At Go to a body shop and that, and them guys sometimes they'll just give you a mask. They have it's their throwaway mask, but it's a really good one like I have here. I have this mask from yeah, this is the N95 from 3M from the body shop. So you could end up using that if you want to. It's a good mask. It has a filtering system. I'm not a fan of wearing masks, but no, no harm, no foul when you thinking about yourself, your health. And then if you got a cold, it's even worse. All right, I gotta take the white and go around the sign. I say, oh, I still need to do the lettering up there. I did some of it, but not all of it. So we'll stick with the white.
Wow. Look at that. Wow. You know what? For some reason, the hideous big lump doesn't stand out so much in this color. Even in the white. Oh, yeah, that thing is awful. You have to decorate with some details. You think so? Yeah, I do. I think so.
I'm not a fan of wearing masks, and I'm not a fan, definitely, of wearing gloves.
Wow. When you're dealing with this Southern Camaro, I want to keep it in its own era. That's kind of what we went after. There was no other.
Yeah, you should have a really good. If you're doing it that much, you should have a really good exhaust fan or uh, a bigger studio to where you could have more air circulating
Kind of brings that to its roots. As far as I'm concerned, look,
or
into my heart. I can
nice
appreciate the
air,
style of the stuff.
something to pull it out.
To me, is what a '66
Cause this,
Camaro should be.
I mean, with us doing the autobahn and sealer and
All the decals on
that,
here look like they couldn't be
it'll
any
help you out in the
better.
long run.
So we get the pick. Let's do it.
Then you also got,
This was a
if
diamond
you want to
painted
get
Camaro
into clear
yesterday.
coating too.
And then tomorrow we'll go to Historic Formosa Raceway and find out how quick it really is. It really makes me nervous because I hate going to the drag strip on camera for the very first time with an all-new combination. Sleepless nights, yeah, worries.
Ah, messed that up. What do I do with that? That's all right. We'll do this real quick.
Special care for all the special weekend dreams.
Clean your brush off. Grab a little bit of red.
Like being absolutely
Fix that up a little bit.
Introducing Domino's Best Deal Ever. Get any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite pizza at our best price. Any pizza with any toppings for $9.99. It's Domino's Best Deal Ever. But it's not forever, so get it before it's gone. Only at Domino's.
just gonna have to take this one. Can you tell me?
Say it like a baby.
Yeah, clean it back off.
Because my W never said you wouldn't. Test done learner. Course designer. Graduate on your level. WGU. The University of
Ah, yeah, this works good. And like I said, I on the wet palette, I used on dish detergent on cleaning everything up, cleaning everything out, rinse it out good and everything, and put it back in there. And my wet palettes uh, sits around longer than you or Steve. because I don't work with the paint during the week and that. And like I said, I ain't had no big problems with it sitting that long before I use it again. All right, let's get back to this.
Three episodes and it all comes down to this right now. We're at Formosa Drive Strip in Bakersfield, California. What's the number that would make you happy to be here today? I'd say 11 and a quarter. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I don't know if I can stand it any longer. Got to see that Camaro run down the crash, see just what we're dealing with here. It might be perfectly good, or it might just turn into a huge debacle as usual. Just to recap, the drivetrain in this thing is a 550 horsepower small block Chevy, 400 cubic inches. This thing makes about 550 horsepower and 525 pound-feet of torque, and you can see it in the very first episode of our Engine Master show. We backed it up with a Gear Star Turbo 350 that has a trans brake and a Yank 5,000 RPM converter. And out back, we just installed that Moser aluminum center 457. We got 29-inch splits on it. In theory, this combo should be able to run in the tank, but in
All
the
right, and this is
I think we're going to be looking at the Let's find out right now. Wow! 1081! Oh! Yeah, nobody expected that. And the wheels have launched, and I don't think he was on the trans brake yet, so this is going to be bitching. Car will not start down there.
2 cups of coffee. I don't drink coffee. Uh, probably like 3 of my cherry Pepsis a day. 3, maybe 4.
We've got the rest of the day. Billy, we got that. And the envelope, please? Yes! Oh!
It doesn't matter how cold it is. I could be camping out in the cold and that. I will not drink coffee or even hot chocolate or anything. I'll drink Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi drinker. No Coke, Pepsi. John Belushi line in Saturday Night Live. No Coke, Pepsi. Or no Pepsi, Coke. But I'm a Pepsi man. No tea or anything like that. Very, very rarely I drink tea or coffee or something. All right. Saves and then I want to do the S. We'll worry about that later. Over here. Over here's a couple things. I don't know what these letters are or anything over here. So we'll just do a line there.
124 miles an hour and change. That is way better than speed where I were anticipating for the Crusher. But the thing is, you know that it could be quicker. It's still spinning the tires. It's a little
T
bit
there.
bunch of stuff. If you look at all our best time slips and do a bunch of bench racing, this thing could be in the 1050s. Maybe you'll see that someday on Roadkill Garage.
Yep. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger chips. There's a bird out there. If you listen, he sounds like the bird. There's a bird out there. It sounds like it's saying it. Che- the way that bird is outside, you'll hear it because there's like a Bob White bird, and then there's another bird out there. It goes. It sounds like it's saying cheeseburger, cheeseburger chip, and it stops. Seems like I'm dropping downhill with these letters. That's the way it is. Yes. There. There. I love nature. I love being out in nature sometime. There's a thing that we do. It's just nothing but guys camping, and it's mainly in the wintertime. All of us know each other and that. But it's a weekend thing that we do. It's around uh, usually around St. Patrick's Day, and I can't remember the other date. But it's like my brother-in-law, my brother, my nephews, and it's all just guys. We bring our own food. You bring your own food, drinks, and that's a cool deal. It's a guys' getaway.
We're here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. This is the finale, 150
I'm just gonna put this in there like that.
somebody.
But I still got to go around the whole thing with the weight. Oh yeah, it's fun and relaxing. We have our own campfire. We rent, and sometimes we have like 6 or 7 different vehicles there, and we all rough it. It's not campers, it's tents. Except for me and my brother, we take a pop up. Nice big campfire. It's fun. I'll be back. Uh,
Robin Roberts has the cover. So Ryan Martin would have to go out first round, and Robin would have to win the event. That would tie him with Ryan Martin, which means race off. Weather is going to play a big part of the track surface. It's been raining off and on, which changes the track surface itself. So these guys have to be on their toes and make sure the tune-ups are on point.
There you go. What up? What's the plan? Last race, the one shot at it, one shot. I just put one round, and I had to get a full pass here at the break right there. And you still not concentrating on calling out for the 5 here. I know, I know. I recommend 100, and then it's 100. You've earned it. You've got the most points. I mean, you've already won it. You need and honestly, I know I want to know more than 925. It's not the most important round of this entire season for me is round 1 here today. If I win round 1, I win the championship. I don't know. Part of me wants you to just call out, Doc, Tom,
I'll bet.
make sure. Just get the
Oh,
right
that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you. Alright, I'm back. And figured. There it is. Like I said, I want to need to put the white around the frame of that one. So we'll do that real quick. And I have, yeah, Tim, you were talking about you doing on aluminum and stuff like that. Uh, I do have, show you what I grabbed for work. Bring it to me. Alright, I have 2 different types. This one, I have a plate here. This is a metal plate. Just, I don't know, even know the size of it. Uh, so it's a metal plate. And the same size, I got the aluminum plate. Magnet won't stick to it. but it's thicker. So it's two different ones. But you see the difference in the aluminum side. I have these to mess around if I want to do it. If I want to do it, they're the exact same size. And I got a bunch of them. Where's my roller? And that was like the ones I did butterfly on. I did it on these. It's they're let's see, they're 5 inches by 5 by 3. Both of them are aluminum and steel. Uh, the guys at the shops, when body shops, they go for their certification in welding and that. This is what they use, these plates for welding classes and that. Sometimes you can buy them shops and you can ask them if they have like little stuff like that, what they use in their certification class, if you could get some. But I got a heck of a load of them just in case I wanted to do something. This one's, and they got them in different thickness and stuff like that too. This one's pretty thick. That's cool to use. To have, for me to have them to do some artwork on when I'm ready to. Because I'll do it on there and then like Steve Leahy did that can. I did order the metal cans and that. Let's see, I do have that also. I'll have it handy. On Amazon, and Tim, on Amazon, I ordered these cans. They come black already, and Steve did the same thing, Steve Leahy. But I did see people. They had the. This is what I gave to Steve one time was these snuff cans that the guys use and that, and they throw them away after they're done with them. But you could take them and do your artwork on. But these are metal cans. They're pretty cool to do too. But I have the can where Steve Leahy went ahead and I think he painted skulls on them and that. But you could use them. But these are pretty neat too. He does the same thing. And I told him about that. But it's pretty cool that you can have that turned into a jewelry box or something like that, or do yeah, do any kind of artwork you want on these cans. And I got these off Amazon. It wasn't really expensive either. You put that Audubon sealer and all that on there, but they already these come black. You can get them white also. And it's pretty easy to travel around to show your artwork too.
Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you use medicines for food diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes.
that too, Chip.
nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, stool upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heart rate. Some side effects include dehydration, may cause kidney failure. I'm losing weight.
And the other thing I have, Tim, that I didn't show you. Mm. Okay, you know how to post it? They come yellow and that. I use them sometime on there. But you can also get the post it where it's clear. You can see right through it. Watch. I'll put it up here. Put it up here on the Hawkins. And it's clear. You can see right through it. I could copy. You do it on this part. On the outside, you do pencil. Then you can take it and cut it out and do your paint work that way. That way you have a clear stencil if you want to do it that way. That's what I do sometimes when I need a different kind of stencil. Like if I have a window or something like that, I need something different. I use the clear one, and you get that from Amazon. They got a set where you got all kinds, and it's the same size as what my my yellow one. They have it all. They have a group of it, a one package deal where it has all different sizes of the clear one. That's pretty neat to use too. Like if you don't want to whip out a real big stencil, you take that clear one, you can put on down, trace what you don't want painted with a pencil, and then cut it out and put it on there, and you have your clear stencil that way too. And it can always be handy. My, oh yeah, my Autobahn sealer. I have all the colors for that. That is down here. I got the yellow. These are all I think these are got the yellow, got the red, got the blue. Blue's not a bad color. And we got the white. I got a bigger bottle of white also. So I can make up my own color with having these, the red, yellow, and blue. And it's good to have that because you could have that background. You can make that background if you want with a different color. By having just these, that's very cool to do that. And they come, I forget what size these are. But it's just basic colors for the Autobahn sealer. I have the clear also. The clear Autobahn sealer, I don't use it as much as I probably should. I should try to experiment with it in a little bit. Yeah, so now you know it does come. They do come in the colors. Those they come in the basic colors. They don't come in like different color. I mean, really strong different colors. They come in the basic colors that you can make your colors with. So then you can practically have your background all set with that and just go to town. Because like Steve does, is sometimes you could just use that color, the basic color that you spray, because I got the black and the white, and make the gray down the bottom. And I don't have to do much to that gray. I can still clear over it. Or if I take the yellow and the red and make the green and stuff like that, you could have your background all set and then just add a little bit over top of it. Yeah, you can make your own gray paper up, and like I said, you'll already have your Autobahn sealer on there. I use it to my advantage when I do the Autobahn sealer to where I could erase right to that. Like if you're doing on the metal or stuff like that, you could erase right to that Autobahn sealer. So you could have that work to your advantage because you want to do, going into the painting that you want to do some erasing to get to help your painting out a lot more. And then doing it on the metal, even more to lock that on down that metal so you don't scratch it or whatever. I'd rather do erasing more than I do want to do scratching. Scratching is the last resort for me. Especially you don't want to mess with scratching as much as you can. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you too, Tim, while you're here. I ain't got the thing. Eastwood, there's a store. Eastwood has their own stores. And, I lost that. I bought a brush from there. They sell the pinstripe brushes there. And I bought one from there. It's expensive. It was like $17 for it. But here it is. I bought it. Eastwood store that I have here. And it's professional pinstripe brush. Check that out. Long hair. And it's nice and long hair brush. So next painting that I do, it's like 17. I think it was like $17 for this brush. And I said I wanted something a little smaller and everything to do your hair up on the portraits. Like how I did the Farrah Fawcett one, I didn't have a long hair as long as this. Would have been really good to be able to do the hair longer and that. That's a cool thing to have now. It's like I said, I got it from the Eastwood store. There you go. There's the name. But it was cool, and they're right around the corner from me, where I usually get my stuff. But they had a lot of different ones there. Yeah, I'm, that one I'm proud of. I'm really proud of that Farrah Fawcett one. And I just lost that thing on the floor. I think the longest hair. Well, you do get the. I think I might have used this one on the Farrah Fawcett. I'm not 100% sure what I used on there. But stuff like that, I pick up stuff all the time. If like if I'm there and I see it, I grab it right away. All right, like I said, I'm gonna do the white around the sign there. Back to this a little bit. Yeah, you turned me into a portrait man in a way. All right.
Hey, I lost my driver. Stand in line, me too. What? I lost my drive energy after I turned 40. Dude, do you even know who we are? Sure, Frank Thomas and George Clooney. Of course, and Jenny. Most guys after 40 lose more than just a golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, that kind of stuff. It all starts to fade. Yeah. Well, what'd you do? We got Nugenic Soda Tea. Nugenic Soda Tea.
This is what me and Bobby was talking about yesterday, where I could have my wet palette here and I could do this and then slide it underneath, and I got a place for my elbow to go up on here. And my hand. I want this to be fat, but not too fat. It's one thing about this wicked. It dries up quick on your brush if you ain't too careful. Yeah, I have water there, and then I have the 4021 and another one. Yeah, I clean the brush out a lot. It doesn't do too bad on Yeah, Windsor and Newton. This is the one I got now, the Series 7. This is the 000.
I'm very nervous about this.
So we're here in Florida. I'm glad to be back. I missed the last four races. I've been battling for the championship the whole year. I was third place in Arizona until that the wall ended my season. I'm here. I got a call I borrowed.
There we go. It's basically the same as what I got down here. Widen this one up a little bit. There. Yeah, I keep the water right beside it. And then I like have a towel up here to where I could clean it off. And if it doesn't all come off of there, then I take my fingers, clean that off really good. Clean it up there, then brush it off on my palm of my hand to get most of it off. Yeah, I even have a thing to do it in the bowl and that, but it seems like it works out. You can clean it off a lot better with your finger and the palm of your hand. To me, it seems like it works out a lot better. Because you can see how clean it is right now, I guess, with my hand there. How good it cleans out there. If you do it like that with the palm of your hand and your finger, you can clean it off a lot better. I use on the paper towel and that. I use the paper towel to get most of it off, and then I clean it with my finger, and that cleans it off really good.
Last race of the season. Oh, I'm glad. I want to say I'm going to miss everybody, but hey, it's been a rough season. I'm going Tim Brown. And ironically, I was right beside him, and we wound up picking each other. He's tough, but that was a better draw for me because we were struggling, and hopefully I can get around. I called number 3, right lane. Got the guy standing right beside him, Gary Bird. The two pros.
Yeah, I was cleaning them off with the just the paper towel and everything. But once I started looking at it, investigating it a little bit more, I was like, man, I get it more cleaner by using my finger and the palm of my hand than just doing the paper towel. And that's where I was like ruining a lot of brushes and that I feel for myself. Where to put my glove at? All right, next part. Let's do the which came first, the chicken or the egg? Let's go to that one. That one's gonna be a little fun. So that's pretty good. I like that. It's a shame this one doesn't have a border around it. I should probably put a border. Yeah, I used one of these. I keep the water in. This one's got the use 40. It says 4011, but it's used 4021 in there. Cause I did dump it out and put the 4021 in there because it started getting bad. But I write it on there, just a little thing. I got it on the screen, yeah. But that one's got the 4021, and this one's got the one I'm using now has got the H2O. I got some water in it, and after a while I'll clean it out. Yeah, that way I don't drink it. And this is these are the harder ones. I got these little things at Hobby Lobby. I picked them up. They're the harder ones. They're not glass. It's like a harder plastic on them. And then what else is it? The 4021. I got the big bottle of 4021. We have these things that had this at work, so I put this lid on there, and I can squeeze it right out of the bottle because this is so long it goes down in there. It almost fits all the way down there. But if I ever get that low with the 4021, I'll buy get a new bottle. I got that one, and then I have now this one I got. It's This is my H2O in the bottle, and it has the same kind of spout. It's made by DeVelvis for gun cleaning. It's a gun cleaning bottle. Tells you how many liters are there and everything like that. On that side, I think this side is ounces, or it might be the same thing, liters. But it's made by DeVelvis. It's gun cleaning bottles and that's where I got that for the 4021. I don't know if they sell it on Amazon or not, but they're squeeze bottles and fluid comes out of it, and you have to watch it after the fluid comes out of it, sometimes there'll be some more that'll drip out later on, and that. So you have to watch it the way you put it away and everything. You don't have to have a cap on there or nothing like that. Perfect. I got, I have two of them, and then I got the. It's like a ketchup bottle. This one here, I got lacquer thinner in it. It says pol. I used to keep my polish compound and all that. It's like a ketchup bottle, but I got lacquer thinner and I got a screw up there and there, so it'll stop the vapors from going out. Hey Dan, good afternoon. You go by a always go by your body shops and always go by the paint shop and that. Talk to them guys. Talk to them. They'll if you see something that you like what I use and that, talk to them guys. They might be able to help you out. Don't go to the office. Go right to the paint shop. Look for the paint shop. Any paint shop like that. And you might be able to get to where you could get them guys, you pay them guys a little bit of money and tell them you want them to clear your art. Because they could clear this art paper if I wanted them to. But main thing is on this, lock it all down. Spray it yourself with the 40/50 on there. That way you locked it in that way. And so when they go to spray the clear on there, it's locked in. Your paint should not move at all after they do it. Do a test. Do a test with them with some kind of scribble art. And then, like I said, lock it down with the 40/50 and see how it does for that with them to clear it for you. You give them a couple dollars, whatever, and they can lock it down for you. Paint shop, you want to talk to the painter directly. If they ain't really busy, that's the best time to talk to them. All right, like I said, we're gonna get on this. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? We need to fix that up. So I need to go in here and fix these letters up. And what I'm gonna do is mix. I got. I have it there. I'm gonna take some of the white, add up here, and I should have went over there. Take some of my water, put it in there. Looks pink. I'm all right with it because I basically want to. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to do that. My bad. Now I gotta clean this brush out really good. And like I'm doing, put it on the palm of my hand, clean it out really good. Because I'm going over the yellow. I could just go white. And then put the yellow down. Just go strictly white. All right, let's fix up some of these letters. Let's see. I really got to fix that up. This one too. And the K. Let's go straight down where K is. We're gonna follow the K first. Then I'll get into the C. That line's gonna be a little bit longer. So we'll push it back a little bit. Just setting it up to where I come in with the black. That's all I'm doing right now. Cool. I'm glad it arrived. Boy, that came quick, didn't it? Oh, I know you're excited about that. There. Now you can read chicken. Ah. That's going to be a good one to do is that and sign.
And relaxing online can attract various digital threats. To improve your protection against them, just turn on NordVPN. This cybersecurity app will block web trackers and malware-infected sites. It will also encrypt your internet traffic without losing a smooth connection. Grab the
I
NordVPN
might just take that out.
72% off NordVPN.
I'm going to take that out for now
NordVPN.
because we're going to drop it down a little bit.
As a small business owner, you need a software that lets you focus on your business. Try TurboTax Live Business. Your TurboTax expert will help find every tax break, and they're available for support year-round. Try TurboTax Live Business.
I was paying for my ex's meal delivery subscription for a year after we broke up, and I'd still be paying for it if it wasn't for Rocket Money, an app that shows you all your subscriptions in one place, and you can cancel the ones you don't want with just a few taps. Take control of your finances with Rocket Money today.
Jesse Palmer?
So you do remember me, and I know you haven't been watching. Not with Tableau. Pay once and watch happily ever after. You can record too. Learn more at TableauTV.com. It's not fantasy, it's reality.
I'll be university soon fit into my life. They said I'd have to put my job to the test.
You said it would take me 4 years to graduate. Instead, I have to take tests when they tell me.
They said my degree would cost a fortune. But I didn't have to listen to that because I have a university. Have fun with the courses on your side. Graduate with WGU, the University of Information Mathematics. All of the protection that goes beyond your devices to protect you, your identity, and privacy. With Marketplace, you can enjoy life online. Because safety has a feel on it.
You know what? This one's going to have to be erased off too. That's going to have to be erased off because I got to put the S in there. Let's see if we could do the S.
Dad, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This is the 1970s. Keep your hair and your confidence because
All right.
the number one hair restoration expert can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley guarantee.
She loves designing homes. It's more durable. She loves renovating them.
Nice.
Together, their bold ideas have homeowners falling in love.
It always feels good when a client that has me.
Married to Real Estate season premiere Wednesday, March 12th at Arthur.
All right. That's that. I gotta let that dry up before I could do the other part. Clean that off. I love a bit on here. And a little weird thing going on right there. Almost like a looks like a skull in a way. Alright, let's take the white. Now we'll add some of the yellow. Let's see what we got. Fit right in there like a glove, like it was made for it. Tin. That where it's got the see, I got the paper right here. It's got like a little handle on it. I don't even cut that off. I leave it on there just in case I need to later on. And that I need to put some water in this because it's starting to dry up, peeling back. But that's all right. I ain't gonna worry about it till I go to put it away. Good. I'm glad it helps. I'm glad it helps you. Like I said, I know it helped me. Now your wet palette back in action. No excuses now. Golden fluid. See, this little, it looks a little weary and blurry and all that, but I still got to put the black around here. It'll blend in later. When I do the black, you won't even hardly notice that it's here, but I'm liking the way the yellow's coming out. Just mainly put the white down so I'll have something for this yellow to stick to. With the sponge being thicker and that, it's a good thing because it holds more water for you and it'll last a little bit longer. I think that way you don't get that mold and mildew when you have a lot of water in it and that. And like I said, I clean mine out with the Dawn dish detergent, and it works out really good. Was you talking about the sponge being thicker or the paper? Paper ain't. I don't think the paper's thicker. I think the paper is the same size. But the sponge being thicker, it's a good thing because, like I said, it'll hold the water, and you could go at your painting for a longer time before you need to add the water. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? All right, let me let that dry up a little bit. Uh, then I'll do the black, start doing the black. It doesn't look as white anymore. Mm, and that yellow's did pretty good what I wanted to do. And how long I've been on here? Been on for a little bit. Uh, I think we're gonna call it quits for there for the live stream. I'm way over 2 hours. I don't like going too much longer than that. Uh, all right, we'll call it a day for the YouTube. I got some other things to do, and I hope y'all got your fill and get out there and do some artwork, paint, have fun, and do some work, have fun. And I'll talk to you guys later. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe if you ain't a subscriber. And I need a bunch of subscribers. I need at least 400 or more. 400 more. All right. All right. Y'all have a fantastic day. Bye.